We'll start this run on the far east side of the map by the silos, a fairly common spawn area that doubles as an extract for western spawning players. Starting with the large building called the morgue, we'll run in and check the dead scav on the couch, and then run up both sets of middle stairs to find a weapon crate on each of them. Next up, we'll run into the garage, and inside the blue lockers sometimes spawns a gun and weapon attachments. Then, running over to checkpoint, we can loot one loot box outside, then open the door with a checkpoint key to find another weapon rack and ammo and grenade boxes. Going towards the new expansion of the map, there will be a small metal shack containing another ammo box and a duffel bag. Then at the radio tower in the customs expansion is a metal shack, where you can find the arsenal storage card sitting on the chair. Going up to the radio tower, you'll find another weapon box in the back of an army truck and another weapon box at the base of the tower. There are a few more assorted loot items laying around and a medicine box in the middle shack. Then, moving down to the gas station, there's a loot box near the sandbags, but the best loot item around here is a very valuable Goshen key that spawns inside of the bus against the wall. The second arsenal storage key can be found right here on the red counter inside a gas station. Inside the gas station, there are several cash registers to loot, and you can use the storage and cabinet key to get inside of the rooms inside for the best loot, including a gun spawn, a medical bag, and another weapon box. Out in the front, there's another loot box and some spare meds laying inside of the back of the ambulance. For a second, I'd like to pause and demonstrate an optional route you can take to loot even more, but it really does add time to your route. If you happen to have the factory key, then you can use this shortcut, but otherwise, I'll be showing you guys how to jump over from both sides. Also inside of that little building, there are a few little loot items that we'll look at a bit closer soon. Over towards the old gas station, you'll find a loot box outside, and when you go inside, make sure to check every surface for loot, including possible guns and rare items. There's also an optional extract in the tunnels below for those PMCs that spawn on the western side, but like other possible extracts, it requires green flares going off around it. Inside of the building near old gas called tanks, you can find another weapon box, and outside the front door you'll find a loot box. Here is the shortcut building I was talking about earlier, and inside you can find a loot box, cabinets, and quite possibly a grenade can spawn in here too. But the key is normally very expensive. However, it is my favorite key, so I recommend buying it. From here, you can then run off and jump over the fence and join up with the main route. I'll go back to where we were at the ambulance though and describe the rest from there, since I personally find the old gas route a bit too far out of my way. From the ambulance, start moving your way towards the dorm's location and make sure to be very careful to stay in the tree line and be careful of enemies, since this is probably Custom's most populated area. We'll start with the two-story building, going first into the side and opening up room 105 to find a safe. Then, inside the middle of the first floor, you'll find the locked guard desk room, which contains a bunch of very good weapon loot. Then move over to room 110 for another safe and a few valuable loose items. Then, right across the hall is room 114, where it has another safe but with the addition of a computer to loot. Then, going upstairs is room 217 with 2 loot boxes. Leaving the building, inside of the gray car trunk is a grenade box with items like food and water that spawn on top of it. Inside the small unlocked room on the left of the front door is a possible factory key spawn on the table with the TV. Then moving right to room 108, we can open the door for another cabinet, which are really good for spouting out like chainlets and one-time entry key cards. Then upstairs we'll go first to the right to room 204 to find a weapons locker, which has on top of it a sort of small safe. Then, towards the kitchen, we'll find 3 loot boxes that are lootable, hidden among about a million other loot boxes that are not lootable. Tucked in the back of second floor is room 214, which again will spawn another safe. Right here in room 215 is where we can find the last arsenal storage key on Customs. It's right here on the wooden shelf in the middle. Dorm's room 218 contains a gun spawn and parts right underneath the window on the left. Then again, moving upstairs, we have room 303, which only contains 1 loot box, but hey, the more loot the merrier. On the far end of the 3rd story floor is Marked Room, which is by far the best loot area on the entire map, because it can spawn any rare item on the floor, including Bitcoin and ammo boxes, and other rare guns like the RSAS or ASVAL. Then, getting outside as fast as humanly possible, head left into the brush. As you trace the wall, up on your left will be a campsite with a loot box. Running towards the construction zones, we'll stop at the portable cabin of Customs zone for a weapon box. Then, running into old construction and down elbow, we'll stop at a duffel bag behind a blue metal trash bin. Then, outside and past the tank, we'll find another loot box, pretty much ending the loot route on this side of the river. After crossing the water and train, we'll head into the first of 2 blue shacks inside of this zone. Then, running into Big Red, there will be a loot box hidden in the far back right corner, but the big loot is up the middle stairs. Up here, you'll find 2 rooms, one with 3 computers, a duffel bag, and good loose loot. In the next room, you'll have to breach the door to get in, and normally this will alert everyone around that you're there, but it does have a key spot on the table and a safe below some files. Then outside in a blue container, you'll find another loot box. Next, we'll head up to the second blue metal shack, where inside you can find loose items, a medicine box, and another file cabinet. Now it's time to extract, but there's still a couple more loot boxes to go. Both can be found inside of the Crossroads extract, and looting it will be a game of running in and out of the zone if this area is your extract, but getting the loot is always good. This concludes the route, and of course you can run this route in either direction. I just simply started at the east side myself. Thank you guys for watching another video, and if you guys have any questions or ideas about Tarkov you want a video made about, be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, I stream like every other day, so if you want to say hi, come by. Bye!